Mikel Arteta makes an incorrect claim about Arsenal topping the Premier League table across a 3-year stretch.
Shameless.
Right? Mikel Arteta believes Arsenal can now stand shoulder to shoulder with Europe's elite, but admits his reign will only be complete when the club moves. I mean, to make an incorrect claim like that, he must be fucking looking at it. And if he can't count, that's worrying. But is that him, Lee, trying to... What's the word? The pressure's showing now, because now he knows this is it. This is it. This is fucking it.
I don't know if it's the pressure showing or not, but at the end of the day, the facts of the matter is that we've done well over the last 3 years, but we haven't got. There's been a better team than us. Man City have been a better team over the last couple of years, and then Liverpool last season. That's the fact. Don't matter what way you look at it. We've not been. I don't say not good enough the season before last, but definitely last season we wasn't good enough, and I don't care what he has to say about that. You can look on injuries and all that. I'm not having that. You've got what you want now. You've got a very, very good defence. You've now got the attacker that's going to hopefully take you get you the chances that you do. So I don't think there's no excuses for him no more. I don't think you can blame that. They're an experienced playing team now that's been together for 2 or 3 years. I don't think you can I think that we're more settled than any team in the Premier League as far as a starting 11. If you look at Liverpool, we're just talking about Chelsea there. I think 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 11 players, most of them we'd say, well, that'll be the 11 that's going to start. So I just see that, it's fine margins, and maybe he's looking to just take a little bit of pressure off. I don't know, put it on himself. I don't know, but the pressure's on.
It's up there with, when they say, Crystal Palace. If the season started in January, then Crystal Palace would have won. It means fuck all. It means nothing. Over 3 years, you haven't won the league. You might. Even if you accumulate the most points, which you haven't, that was incorrect, right? But even if you had, it means nothing.
We won a 2-year table, didn't we, under Poch? 2 years, 2 years accumulatively, we won the league, least conceded, most points.
And if I'd be really honest, when Pochettino said that, everybody ridiculed it, and took the mickey, you know what I mean? So I don't know why Mikel would say something like that. There are sometimes, listen, I think Mikel's a good manager, don't get me wrong, but sometimes he just comes out with ludicrous things, you know what I mean? And I think, please don't say that, like the thing when we lost to Newcastle, you know what I mean? It was about the balls. Right, it were different balls, but really you don't want to listen to things like that. You got beaten by the better side, just hold your hands up. Sometimes you are a better team, but you get beaten by a team, and you have to just hold your hands up. Don't keep looking for excuses. At the end of the day, look, we have been very, very good over a 3-year period, but fantastic. Wherever we go, we've not lost to a team in the top 6 for so many years. It does not matter. You've got to find a way of getting over the line. And I'm afraid, whether he likes it or not, whether the cult Arsenal Arteta fans like it or not, he's got this season. He has got this season. He's got to win something.
Lee, what do you reckon about... I don't know if you heard what Tony Adams was saying the last couple of days. That
yeah, I've seen that.
Martin Odegaard should be stripped of the captaincy, giving it to Rice. What do you reckon?
No, I don't agree with it. I understand what he's saying. But I think it would, in my opinion, upset the apple cart too much. I get what he's saying about Declan Rice, and Tony Adams was an unbelievable leader. I just think the other thing what a lot of people don't remember about this is that our vice captain Saka, whenever Odegaard's not playing, Saka plays as captain. So you're overriding him as well, you know what I mean? So
I'll be honest with you. Let me just integrate there. That might be Rice's choice. That might be Rice's choice, because Rice is a very humble boy. Even when he was a captain at West Ham, he didn't really get the feeling he wanted to be the captain. You know what I mean? I think he thought there was other deserving players. So that might be Rice's choice. Saying that, look, Bukayo, who's been here a long time, he's the captain after that. Martin's been here a lot longer than me. Yeah, that might be Rice's choice.
I get that. Listen, there's circumstances that could happen. Shaka's just gone to Sunderland, and he's only just gone there, and he's been given the captaincy. It's a different. There's lots of different changes and all that. Listen, I see what Tony Adams is saying. We're looking. We're not I know it sounds like he's slagging off Odegaard and he's slagging off Arteta. He's not. He's saying they've got them to a certain. It's to get that bit first, just to get us over the line. What will get us over the line? You know what I mean? Like, and it's fine margins. Maybe it is a Declan Rice.
Maybe that's what needs to. Something needs to change. Lee.
Yeah, something like
change.
That may be it. But I just think at this moment in time, we've got something good going. We're a good side. I don't think you need to make drastic changes. It's just the manager getting the right calls at the right time, strikers scoring the goals at the right time. You know what I mean? And going from there, like, you know, we're not far off, and that's the frustrating thing for Arsenal fans. And we can sense that we're nearly there, but we're not. And if you be really honest. You know, you look at Tottenham with Pochettino, you start looking at him as the manager and you don't actually start looking at what he'd actually done to get you there. And I think that's what's happening with Arteta. It's not what he's done over the last 2-3 years now. It's can he get you over the line? That's professional football and sport. You've got to be able to get over the line. Simple as that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lee. Boys, how have you gotten in pre-season? Up and down again? Some good, some bad?
Yeah, definitely some good, some bad. Definitely the good being we got to beat Arsenal for the first time in a while, and Lee was right there in Hong Kong watching it in first hand. We all love to see that on YouTube. But no, I think there are things to worry about in terms of the way we progress the ball. Our attacking patterns of play have been a bit non-existent so far this pre-season. But I've been really pleased about and impressed about is our defensive structure, our defensive shape. We're definitely much harder to play against, and I think that's going to definitely stand us in good stead. Look, it's clear to see we're not ready for the season in terms of personnel. We need players to come in. We need a creator. James Maddison injury, ACL, knocked us for 6. Now,
I feel so sorry for him. Yeah, I really do. He's a great player, man, and you know what I mean. Like, rivalry aside, you know, he had an injury last year, and he's one of them players. He's got so much talent. And, you know, I met James a couple of years ago when he joined Tottenham, and he was so... we was at a BT event or a TNT event.
Oh, we were there, yeah. We were there with you.
Yeah, and he was so happy to be at Tottenham, you know what I mean? I was speaking to him a little bit, and he's like, yeah, man, I'll come down to London. It's fantastic. It's fantastic to be here. Great club and all that. He's so happy to be there. And, you know, with the injuries before, I feel so... Because, I'm putting my England hat on here a little bit. He could be a great player for England. He really could. He could fit into that England side, I believe. You know, and he's such a great, talented player. I just got this feeling that injuries are going to rob him of a great career, a bit like Jack Wilshere.
Yeah. So, look, rivalry aside, you know what I mean? Like, I quite like. I like Maddison as a. He's like a good. Seems like a good guy. A bit of a laugh. Like, you just don't wish that on no one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a tragic injury, and. Unfortunately, he's been blighted by those injuries just at the wrong time, and So I feel for him. Like, will he come back and be the same player? Probably not, which is a shame. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a horrendous injury.
It's a massive season for him as well because it was his first Champions League campaign this season. And
the thing is, right? So I'm going to tell you this for now. Now I'm no professional footballer, but how long ago was it? 18 years ago. I'd done the same injury as that. I've done a lot more injuries, but I ruptured my ACL, and I've never been the same. I can't walk now. You know what I mean? Like, so it is a very difficult injury to get over.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.